people. Now, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Depending on where on a day, welcome to Obidate Family TV. For this Hope Alive, for this weekend, I welcome on. I hope say on a day well. I want make we use this opportunity recap all the things we say don't happen for court from Monday to Friday. Make we put them in perspective, because most of our people don't they call since they tweet and they send messages say make we forget time out this Saturday, make people call, speak their mind, and also to put together a recap of what happened for court between Monday and reach Friday. So, and make we for explain many things where we say we no get time to explain between that very Monday to Friday where the tribunal they sit. So, and also waiting they happen for Nigeria now, we will add that very one as Jara, because this oil subsidy without plans, it be like say not to subsidize Nigerian lives, nine with the see so. So we go get started, and the person where they join me for this show as usual, na Dr. Etelbert. So Dr. Etel, welcome.
My people, good afternoon. It's been an interesting and a wonderful one working week of our new government.
Okay, so we go just dive direct. Make we start with say, for me, my own take beside they happy for waiting our lawyers they do for court. And I give them kudos. Starting from Monday, we move to immediately to Tuesday. And from that Tuesday, then they immediately begin to bring evidence they come court. And all the evidence where they bring come this week, they show say victory day very close. As we continue to go on, I won't bring one reminder. That reminder be say, when we finish from this very tribunal, make we know say it go take us up to 3 months for us to finish for this tribunal. And when we finish for this tribunal, whether if we win, if our victory day for this very tribunal, we know say person where don't climb where they for top, you know go agree. And if it reach Supreme Court, and for that very Supreme Court, you get another maximum according by law. I think na 2 months maximum. So right there, I go to bring the thing. They explain how the thing go take they go. But make we start from Tuesday. That very particular evidence where Pew and the lawyer showcase for court, I want make we look am, make we for showcase am well, make we even analyze them, see where the potency, that is the goodness where they inside that very evidence. Because some people they talk say no be to carry evidence come court be the thing. Now how that evidence fit help you. We won't tell how this evidence go take help us, and God go give us the support. As we go in to begin to show this evidence, make I first tell on waiting our lawyers talk. We be say it happened for court the other day. Some people they talk say in the talk say glitches there, and then they talk say our lawyers they know they perform well. But I tell them say they know they talk that thing. Our lawyers they sound. And they are doing their job, if you ask me. And I go ask on our opinion when on a call in. Let's hear what they said about INEC we oppose. You know, I gave them a name. INEC name we oppose. Let's start with that. Let's take a soundbite from them.
Yes, we had some hitches. But along the line, everything went on smoothly. Where all the states' documents we wanted to tender, not tendered. The 6 states and the local governments that we came with were all tendered, and the court admitted all of them. So yes, there were initial glitches of a problem, but along the line we were able to move on. It is shocking to us too that INEC would be attacking their own documents, processes that emanated from them. They are objecting it. Not only that those things came from them, they certified it. And when you certify a document, it means I have the original copy in my custody, and I hereby give you this one, which I have certified, confirming that in my custody, I have the original. So INEC, having done all this, they're still saying we will object.
Find out why they will be doubting the integrity of the so-called election they conducted by challenging a document that they issued to us, certified it, and we tendered. That is what you will ask them, because it's so shameful.
So, Dr. Etel, make we start very quickly. You hear the last thing where that our lawyer talk for there. Find out about the INEC. Why is INEC opposing the own document where they certify? Very briefly, give me your take on this. Make we go to that very first evidence what happened on Tuesday.
Probably come back to this question. As you were talking, I was checking something on the computer. I'll come back to it. But the answer is very simple. If the proper evidence that INEC has shows that a result sheet that they themselves certified, that Labour Party got, say, 9,000 and APC got 120, and they declared 12,000 for APC and declared 900 for Labour Party, it means that they have reduced Labour Party's votes by 8,100 and increased that of APC by almost 11,000 something. And it is based on the increase of 11,000 something that they gave to the APC that they announced to give APC the victory of 8 million something popular votes. Don't you think that it is going to be hard for them to come to the court now that they have chosen to be a party, as it were? It's going to be hard for them to get there and say, yes, we are happy for this signature we have put on the result sheet showing that APC got 100, 120 or 1,200 as the case may be, and Labour Party got 9,000. It's going to be hard for them because what they declared, it's going to counter what they have on record. So it's a very simple thing. As I said, I'm going to come back to it later to give you exactly where it happened and how much they cheated Labour Party, so that you know why it's going to be very, very, very hard for INEC to accept the same document that they certified. They certified it because the law mandates them to certify it. But they are rejecting it because they can't defend it. That's simple.
Okay. I will get to that very part where I showcase these documents and also tell our people why INEC is having these problems with their own certified documents. We have those things and we'll show it today. So do not go away with day. So make we start from what happened for court on Tuesday. So that is the drug matter of Tinubu that happened in the US. They tendered that evidence in court. And that very evidence speaks for itself. I think $460,000 US for feature to the US government. And that very money they said is this. And can you please put up that very banner so that our people will see that that is the matter that was in court? Okay, what you are seeing now on the screen is that very particular evidence that Peter Obi and his lawyers, they went all the way to US, got this very document, certify it and paid dollars, and then bring it to court for court to know. Now, we'll be hearing some time ago on our show here, one of our investigative journalists, David Hundeyin, was with us, and he described this document and explained the proceeds that brought about that money and the forfeiture that happened and the criminal activities around it. So as we are recapping, I will want to do a throwback of that very show that we had with David Hundeyin, so that people who have not seen the questions I asked him and the answers he gave as far as this document is concerned and the drug issues are concerned could take a lesson. Please, let's take a lesson.
Person will get criminal history, especially some kind serious criminal history, no supposed they qualified to run for president, but now waiting we see with this. This man, Tinubu, he done for one interview for 2016. He talk say, because they asked him for the interview, say how he make him first big money. He talk say after he finish university, say he go Chicago State University, he finished 1979, and after he finish, he get work for Deloitte, with the accounting firm, and at least everybody know Deloitte. Say as in they work for that Deloitte, say about 3-4 years into the job at Deloitte, say the accountant, say they come post them to one company where they call National Oil. National Oil don't change name now. The new name now Saudi Aramco. Now the Saudi, now basically NNPC of Saudi Arabia. So the Saudi Arabians, them their own NNPC. They call them Saudi Aramco. Say as they post them to Saudi Aramco for one single engagement, say the total bonuses and salary we then pay them where you save for your accounts now $1.8 million. Say now where you making first big money with that. Say that salary and bonus payments for accounting firm. For person will be saying that just 5 years into his career, in the say 5 years into his career as junior accountant, say they pay him $1.8 million. Maybe naira, dollars. So according to these court records, it can't show say that $1.8 million no be any Deloitte pay am, no be any Saudi Aramco. The money na drug money.
That very constitution where we first refer to now, it talks say person wey be say don't get criminal case, e no suppose contest for this election.
Okay, so waiting the law talk for this matter be say the only person wey fit go challenge eligibility of candidates may run for election. The only person wey fit go court say this person no dey qualified to stand for election. Now either person wey dey contest that election within that person party, the primary election, or na person from another party wey dey contest the main election with am.
And now we say they don't make Tinubu, INEC don't make him president-elect. And these things will be say, then they talk for, say now outside Nigeria now it take happen. This crime now, this alleged crime, say this involvement in crime is considered to be outside of this country. Waiting, you think say be the implication now, whether just tell us what you think, and you will be say you sabi this thing and how the thing take be. Tell us how it will take be.
So one of the big problems with Nigerian law is say people with the write laws, they always write them in a very ambiguous way. What that mean be say they know the right 2 + 2 is 4. They go write 2 + 2 may be 4. So person fee go court, go argue, say the law no specifically talks say 2 + 2 must definitely be 4. So they go use technicality, argue one kind, and the problem with that. Now, the constitution no dey explicit, it no dey very explicit to explain whether if person commit crime outside Nigeria, the person go fit dey qualified to run for election in Nigeria, so far as say the crime no dey inside, you no commit the crime inside Nigeria. The constitution dey very ambiguous. So wetin that mean be say basically now the judge who can interpret wetin dey that constitution, and based on the interpretation wey that judge give, the judge fit talk say this law applies to any court anywhere in the world. So if you are convicted anywhere in the world, you cannot run for office in Nigeria. Or the judge fit talk say it only applies to Nigerian jurisdiction. So if so far as they no convict you inside Nigeria, you fit still run. So now the problem in Nigeria is that it is very ambiguous. Now the judge give no interpretation.
So, Dr. Etel, you see how last time where we get David for our studio, how we take hold our discussion and his own take on this very particular issue. But this very evidence is very, very key. And our people will be say then go all the way from US, go get the documents, certify them from US course, carry and come. They know the reason why they carry and come. And as David Nunde in take talk, na Peter Obi will contest with them, na him get the right to bring the matter up, you know. And anyway, let me have your take before we go to the next, all the other things will happen from Wednesday and Thursday. Because this one on Tuesday night take happen.
Understandable based on our constitution, our law. Peter Obi and Labour Party currently have the local standard to bring up this situation. But we know that what happened on Tuesday, the APC, INEC, and Bola Tinubu, I'm mentioning them as the respondents here. All of them were asking the question whether this case is not statute bar already. That's number one. And secondly, whether it is a fine or a forfeiture. I don't know what is the difference between a fine and a forfeiture. But what I do know is that the Supreme Court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria had already declared in the case of Mohammed Abacha versus the federal government that forfeiture is a price you pay for a crime you commit. Now, when that particular, I think it was in 2005, at that particular point, the lead judge in the Supreme Court, the person who read the judgment, was a member of the Supreme Court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and he's currently the Chief Justice of the Federation. I want to believe that the promotion he got to become the Chief Justice of the Federation is not just because he is the next in line according to the National Judicial Council's progression path, but also because of his competence. And I want to believe that our current Chief Judge, who was the lead judge that time, and who said as a precedent that the forfeiture is a price you pay for a crime that they mention is the fact that they are asking whether after 10 years it's not statute bar. Well, there have been an argument whether a crime has time span, or whether there is maybe in Nigeria, in a situation in Nigeria whereby you enrichly corrupted yourself as a public servant, and now the Independent Corrupt Practices and find you guilty. I think that section of the law is where people are expected not to take public office or something like that until after 10 years, but not a criminal charge that has to do with money laundering, for instance, or narcotics, for instance. So, well, the Peter Obi and Labour Party have submitted their own argument. We wait to see how it plays out. But that was with respect to that particular ground. Okay. And the implication is that if the court upholds it, the current person who is sworn in as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria should be disqualified from even first of all, be removed as a president, and secondly, not even be qualified to contest again in Nigeria. That's the implication.
Yes, yes. I believe I also share your idea. Now, moving forward, we have to consolidate Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, because both days are used in bringing these EC8A forms, those evidences that were brought to court that the lawyers were actually talking about. So let's get down to it. I want our producer to display what these very EC8A forms. I want, as the producer projects this, for us to understand that in different states, we have what has been mutilated, and we have the original ones that Labour Party agents have. Now, the ones you see on IREV, mostly mutilated. There are ones that are clearer. You look at this here, you can see them. We are zooming them in for you to see. Some of the mutilations you see will be on the other part, where INEC published them on IREV. Meanwhile, look at the original. You can see LP here has 286. It is not mutilated. So what we are trying to show here is this. These are the documents that that Labour Party and Peter Obi, yes?
Please.
Okay, producer, please, can you go back? He wishes to have a look at those ones that were cancelled. Yes. And let's see what is the
score?
Labour Party, what they gave to.
What is the score they gave Labour Party?
First, he's showing you where it's coming to that very side. You know, it's on a video form. Okay. So look at it there. It's giving us it's cancelled and giving us 8.
Okay, just hold on. I think our audience are listening. Let's just do a little math. You know me, I like numbers a lot. 286 minus 8. They just stole 278 votes from Labour Party in one polling unit alone. In one polling unit alone, they stole 278. And what the Labour Party is doing in court by bringing this is because INEC has stamped this and certified it. Now, Labour Party is bringing this junk that INEC kept. And they will also bring the clean one showing the score of Labour Party to tell the world, this is what they did to us.
This is the clean one.
Yes. This is what INEC did to us. And can I tell us something? You remember I said, hence we're still at this particular page. Remember I said I was going to come back to it. According to BBC research, you know, we first of all came out with this with River State in March. By April, Premium Time came out again confirming our research, which means we are the leader, as it were. And then by May, BBC came out with their own research, but extended it. How do I mean that they extended it? We stopped at the level of EC8A form, but Labour Party went as far as getting the EC8B, which is the result sheet of the local government. And in a local government like Oyibo, local government, this is what was written in the result sheet that INEC certified and gave to Labour Party now. In that Oyibo local government, APC got 2,731. But what was declared for APC happens to be 16,630. That is, they added to APC in Oyibo local government a whooping 13,899 votes. They manufactured it for APC. Now, yes, for Labour Party, what it was written on the result sheet that INEC has is 22,289. But what they eventually declared for Labour Party is 10,784. So what they did was that they took away 11,505 votes from Labour Party. So what happened in Oyibo local government is both voter suppression and swap, because they added 13,899 to APC and removed 11,505 from Labour Party. And that is what Labour Party is now bringing. Labour Party is bringing that local government result sheet showing that APC got 2,731, whereas Labour Party got 289. Now, what it means is that in Oyibo local government, Labour Party was leading APC by 19,558. By 19,558. And that is why INEC is screaming blue murder. APC is screaming, we don't want to accept this, we don't want to accept this.
Okay.
All right.
So if you look at the screen now, you will see that in this very one, LP is given a mutilated 16. You can see in the 16 that there is cancellation, like say then carry speed, come shake them. But if you see the main one, producer, make you move this thing, make we see the main one where we say the no cancel, make we see the main score of Labour Party for that one. I make you see now this one now, and I think now 300 and waiting.
230. Now hold on again.
Yes.
230 minus 16. So
16.
16. So they also went to that place and they deprived Labour Party of 214 votes. Please, Nigerians, can you imagine when Atedo Peter side came out and said, if Labour Party were deprived only 10 votes from the 176 polling unit in Nigeria, 176 polling unit multiplied by 10 votes, that will give us 1,760,000. But you can see that only 2 polling units in a place, Labour Party has been deprived almost more than 500. And in one local government, Labour Party has been deprived more than 15,000 votes. So when you hear people
have a look at another one.
Just hold on. When you hear people saying Peter Obi is our president, the mainstream media keep making it look like people are trying to break the law. They are saying this person is our president because we know we voted him. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on.
Okay, we have another one, and in this, and I want our viewers to understand clearly again, if you are just joining us, we are showing you this to buttress the fact that these evidences that keeps coming in, that there's a reason why they are being presented. They are presented because it will show evidence of rigging clearly. So let's have a look at this very one. Okay, this here, LP is given away. Is it 00 that they cancel?
00, yes.
And then give APC 202. And if you can look there in the words, you can see that it's only 4 that APC got. Only 4. And if you go to the one of LP in words, you see 190, what? 99? Okay, let's look at the original one, not this mutilated one now, so that we can know. But remember that APC only got 4. That is written in words. Okay. In this very place, now LP have 198. 198. Look at that 4 on APC. You can see it clearly, 4. Now, Dr. Etel, do the minus and tell us.
So we're saying 198 minus 4, they deprived Labour Party of 194 votes.
But they gave APC there 202 instead of 4.
Yes. Yes.
So explain to our people, make them understand when you multiply these things and Peter Obi keep telling you that he will prove that this election was rigged. Let's believe him. These evidences he's bringing to court will show that the election was rigged because the evidence is there. The judge, where they know they're blind. And then they accept this document, now they sweet us. Because now what they accept as evidence, and then they go look at. If then talk say they no go accept, and now udia wahala day. I be Dr. Tel.
Of course.
Make we check another one there. Make we quickly pass. Make we okay. This one is it the ones that they distorted? That is from the IREF. Okay. If you look at the IREF, you can't see anything at all. They made it very distinct. But meanwhile, the same one that agents brought out, you can see it. LP is 44. But inside IREF, it is distorted. They made clear that thousands and thousands of this very something is not clear. So when you hear Peter Obi and Labour Party's lawyers explaining that what are they hiding, they may not come and they explain you their strategy and all of that, but it's clearly that we can see this. So I will want us to stop here. Or Dr. Etel, you get what you want to add.
No. Let's move on. I mean, when, like you said, when a court admits a material in evidence, the court is trying to say, we want to analyze that material evidence to establish whether indeed the content of that material is what the presenter is claiming or not. So it has not ended by the court admitting it. What the next thing that is going to follow up is the argument that our lawyers will present to substantiate that particular evidence that they have presented. Just like we are saying here, that argument will be, my lord, this is what INEC have on their record. It is based on this, permit me for want of word to use this word, based on this junk that they declared someone a president. But my lord, we have the original, we have the clean copy of what was given to our agent at the polling unit. And the clean copy is showing that where we got 198, our vote was reduced to 194. My lord, please, can you add it to our vote? Can you add it to our vote? They will continue like that. And I tell us, my people, if all those things are sorted, just like Peter Obi said, that his vote was swapped and in other places it was suppressed, it will surprise us that Labour Party got almost about 12 million votes in this election. And APC didn't even get up to 6 million. When the whole thing is sorted out, you will see that Labour Party came first, PDP came second, APC came third, and Labour Party had the spread. And most of it all, they got more than 60% in FCT.
Yes. Okay, I think on that very note, I just want to point out to our viewers that it's very, very clear that our lawyers, and that is Peter Obi lawyers and Labour Party lawyers in the court, they know what they are doing. We just have to believe in them and pray for them so that they can present this very evidence as it should, so that we have victory. And again, we have so many people who are calling, our lines are beeping. The reason why I'm not taking calls is because, one, we want to show these things that happened in court as a recap of what happened. So some of our people can follow up on why these evidences are very, very important, which we'll be doing like on a weekend basis throughout this very tribunal time. We'll come out, whatever evidence has come, if we have access to those things, we try to explain it so that at least we can understand the potency of those evidence. So you can call now and say your thoughts on the lawyers that I know even finish. And I begin call. Hello, and now who they call us? Where they call us from?
You're not the one that called me, but I am in Canada.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. You are at Obidati Family TV, Hope Alive.
Are you? Okay, are you alive now on the TV?
Yes, we are live. What's the name, sir?
My name is Ugochukwu.
Okay, what are your thoughts, sir?
Yes. Yesterday I was very, very impressed by the communication you people are giving and how you are debunking the fake news from other media that are trying to rubbish our efforts. So I was very, very impressed.
Thank you,
and
sir.
Another thing is the way our legal teams are handling the matter. I was so much impressed, and I believe we are claiming our mandate. Because when I begin to follow how the respondents, the INEC and the Tinubu council, I say, what is a mess in that country? How can independent electoral commission is now looking like as if they are the one contesting the election too?
Exactly.
I believe that the judges that are handling the case, they are learning people. The signals they are showing is giving us confidence, the obedience, because that signal they are giving in the court there, the judges are noting them. This is certified document from INEC. And you are objecting your certified document. What are you telling the people? What is in your mind? What is in your concept that the document was signed and the petitioner is present before the juries and you are objecting it? What is in your mind? What are you trying to tell the people that they don't know anything or what? Or you're telling the judges that are sitting over the matter that they don't know anything or what? But let's be watching. Let's be watching, because I believe that we have been light and we never our victory. Because there are evidence, everybody in inauguration, I was saying, look at inauguration, people are not there. And if you watch the television houses are using, they're just focusing on area that are doing things. But if you watch that parade ground, people are not there. Many people are not there that day. Many people are not there. And this is an evidence that this mandate is a stolen mandate. We just install a similar in the office. And we are watching. No matter whatever they are doing, we are not going to accept any irregularity they are going to do. But the jury is feeling that they're going to do good.
All right, thank you
very much, Carlo.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. You appreciate our lawyers. Thank you very much. Moving.
Do you see my listing? The test I sent yesterday.
Okay.
If you check.
Okay,
am I sent in this platform yesterday?
Okay, I think.
Respond to that, please.
Okay, it's all right. I'll look up to it, sir. All right, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. All right, so we have many callers going on. Please, who is on the line? Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is... Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Name and where you're calling from?
My name is Flora. I'm calling from London.
Okay,
Hello?
Flora, London, go ahead. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, actually, I was a little bit worried concerning the judiciary in Nigeria, but having listened, I've been following your updates at the court and all the evidences. I want to say that all the obedience shouldn't be worried at all. I know that Nigerian judiciary can be funny, but if the evidences are so glaring, so what are they to say? It's just like the incident that happened at Lekki Tollgate when they, talking rubbish that no one was killed and all that. The evidences are so glaring. So I don't see any technicalities or whatever they call it going to play out. So we should just be relaxed, continue our prayer, and you are solely mandate because obviously, I couldn't come to vote. I don't live in Nigeria actually. I live here, so I didn't vote. But I know that your vote would. Okay, so nothing to worry about. Rather than let us the news. That's not our business. Let's focus on what you are doing. And I want to thank you, you Chidi and the other beautiful lady. If she's not married, I'm interested in how my children are there.
It's
so,
okay.
Yeah,
thank
fine.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay? I want to honestly, I want to support. These are the kind of work I want to support because I don't know. Listen, I don't know Obi personally, but for a man to come clear, having been in office, and he came out clean. I said, look, check me, fact check me. If you find anything, I will stop voting. And yet, this is a man we need to. But let a foundation be laid. We cannot continue like this. Okay?
All right, thank you.
So much because I've never really called on any of these media stuff and all that. Not until I listen to you and I begin to follow you and I begin to see things going on. And I said, because I was so worried about this judiciary before. But now I'm so relaxed.
Good, thank God.
Whichever way they want to put it, there's no going back. It's glaring, it's clear.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I remember your name and the other lady. I'm going to find her out.
It's
I'm
okay.
going to find her out.
Thank you.
I must catch her from one of my sons. Thank you, Jeff.
All right, you're welcome. So our people, as soon as they call, if we know they pick the call, make una understand say we get many callers and they queued up. So mostly our people they delay because the other one they hold. So if your own court make you no verse. I see somebody where they chat say WhatsApp no they go. The number is also on WhatsApp. You can also get it. Hello, who they call us? Where they call us from?
They call you from England, though.
Okay, what is your name? And what is your contribution?
My name is Machi.
Okay, what is your contributor? What is happening with the lines? Are we having glitches according to INEC? Okay, while we are waiting for these calls coming in, many callers, another caller on the line, who they talk and where they call us from? Dr. Etel, sure you did, Abi? Okay, we have so many callers coming in and maybe due to their jam packing. Let's look at the take on this our oil subsidy. I also want callers also to refer to that, because this removal of oil subsidy is actually hitting on Nigerians. And the problem is not removing the subsidy, if you ask me, is the plans that is not on ground to cushion the effect of subsidy. I have one of our own, Kenneth Okonkwo, who says something that has to deal with this same kind of not having plans or trying to copy what somebody has said and not really knowing how you want to go about it. Let's first take a listen at what Kenneth Okonkwo said about that, and then we start talking some more.
We placed before the Nigerian people and which they accepted. So we wouldn't need to have a new model. We have our model that we are going to implement at the appropriate time. You have seen the model which they promised you. They promised you renewed hope. But from the first day of inauguration, they gave you renewed hopelessness. So, but we promised Nigerians a new Nigeria that is free from the culture of impunity, criminality, corruption, and illegality. And we are going to maintain our focus on that promise, and at the appropriate time.
I've heard from Kenneth Okonkwo. You can see he said it's a renewed hopelessness. Who they call us? Where they call us from, Abeg?
Hello?
Yes, who they call us and where they call us from?
Yeah. Brother Chidi to go from Canada, Ottawa.
Okay, from Canada. Abeg, what will be your contribution quickly?
From Ottawa,
yes, sir.
Canada.
Okay, sir. What is your contribution? Quickly, please.
My contribution is we will continue to support our president. We'll continue to support our president, Peter Obi, until we have gotten the mandate. And another thing is for this broadcast to continue, whatever it will take to continue, not even after the election. We want this media to continue to be watching. We will do that.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate your contribution. Okay, let's hear what our Dr. Telbert has to say. Thank you, sir.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Echen. I'm calling from the UK.
Hi, Dr. Tel, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Okay, please make it fast. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Echen. I'm from the UK. The reason why I'm calling is that actually Nigeria has to fight back that fuel subsidy stuff, because it is a fraud. Since Nigerians are saying they should no longer steal Nigerian money in the name of fuel subsidy, they decided to decide it through by fixing the fuel price, which they are going to collect, because they are all shareholders in that Dangote refinery. They are expecting the sale from there, and then they will now collect it as if they are collecting profit and dividend for themselves. So Nigeria should not accept it because it is unconstitutional and it is fraud.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So back to you, Dr. Telbert. You heard from Kenneth Okonkwo. He said it's a renewed hopelessness. What is your take?
Two takes. Number one is, indeed, even before we mention what Kenneth Okonkwo said, according to the budget of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, there is a provision for subsidy up till 30th of June. I have asked this question in our previous broadcast. If subsidy got removed effectively on the 29th of May, based on the declaration that was made at Ego Square, who is going to pocket the money for the remaining 1 month? because these sufferings Nigerians are going through now shouldn't be. It has been paid for. Secondly, if Dangote Refinery is expected to start production around July and so, why the haste? The haste substantiates what Kenneth is saying, that there is no plan on ground. Because either way we look at it, at least this month of June has been paid for according to the record of our budgets. But someone is sitting on that money and Nigerians are suffering. Who is going to bring that person to book? Secondly, even if it has not been paid for, are we saying that Nigeria cannot afford to still help the poor masses that is suffering until by July when Dangote Refinery is going to start producing? Why this planlessness? And thirdly, all these people, all these technocrats that are telling us that subsidy is making Nigeria poor, who is paying for their fuel? Is there any local government chairman that is putting fuel in their car from their own pocket? Is it not government? Is there any governor that is putting fuel in their car from their own pocket? Is it not government? Even the members of the Federal Executive Council and all the senators and co, the fuel they are driving, they are using to drive their car is paid for the government, by the government. And these same people who are not spending penny to pay for their own fuel is telling the poor masses who is probably receiving 20,000 naira salary in a month to go and spend as much as 40,000 naira in transporting themselves to work in a month. What heartlessness? Is this not heartlessness? That's number one. Number two is our brother who said that he wants this broadcast to continue even after election. I agree with you. Yesterday, I went to the comments people made on our broadcasts yesterday, and someone said that the only hope people have today to get genuine, unfiltered, organic news is Hope Alive TV, which is true. And I was thinking about it. The mainstream media have disappointed us because they want to do the bidding of their paymaster. But I want to tell us, our listeners, that you are our paymaster, and we can only do the bidding of our paymaster. And because you are interested in the genuine news, we are happy to keep giving you the genuine news. But I also want to bring our attention to us that whereas I am not in Nigeria at the moment, my brother Chidi here is in Nigeria. That office from where he's broadcasting from, the electricity there, you know that the bill is high. Those production team that is bringing the slides, they will be paid for that. And for them to be live now, generator is running and the fuel was bought from this non-subsidized fuel. And for you to see us stream live, they are running internet. So I encourage us once again, any little thing, $1, £1, £5, 20 naira, anything you can do. I think somebody called now and said that he did something, this platform. Thank you. He said his name is Ugochukwu. Thank you, Ugochukwu, for whatever you did. God will bless you. People like you keep us alive. And when you keep us alive, we keep bringing the Hope Alive broadcast to you. And as you said, we will continue to bring this live to you because you are our paymaster. God bless anybody who has contributed or supported with a penny or a 50p, £1, $1, anything at all. Thank you.
Yeah, Dr. Ete, thank you very much. One of the reasons we say, I know the two talk about support for program. I just they talk to many people they like and comment and share is because for the side where we dey, anybody will just talk anything about money, it could just be like say in just whether na fraud in they do or something like that. Here we no be like one room where we say we dey. As I dey here now like about 8 cameras there in front of me. Na real proper studio be this one set up for even from the campaign area. If you go down our YouTube page, you see when all of these things were set up. You'll be amazed on what we have been doing since. But all the same, I always say now the people will be say then get, no matter how small, they fit give, may them give. We get super thanks. If you go for our description, you go see, we get Cash App. We get even Zelle for people who are there for US. You did there, the link did there, Cash App did there, super thanks did there. So anything where you go support us. We even get one of our brother where they talk say go send us some things where somebody go take they help us from that court that the tribunal. So they bring us real-time information so that we go they show them. I even want to use this opportunity to thank Ms. Pearls for I think for which platform be that? I think it's Twitter. Ms. Pierce for Twitter, where we say she dey also dey tell obedience and updating obedience. So I want to give credit to Ms. Pierce and our people also to visit her page. Again, I want also to bring our attention as we dey here now, the watch, make we for like and share, especially so that the video will be pushed up. So please, as you dey here now, they watch me, make you just push. I know say some of you forget, but just like the video so that at least they will give notification to people, because YouTube, they do the algorithm, I think, has to deal with. The more likes it gets, the more they push it to more people and make our people they hear. And here the program, now Hope Alive. So we go to keep the hope alive. We go to carry our people, the obedient movement worldwide along with waiting to happen. We still they dig into IREV. They bring out all the documents, and some of them we pass them on to the legal team also. So we are doing what we are supposed to be doing. Your support is needed. So whether by liking it, now super support be that. If you no get money, just like them. We appreciate you. For this very fuel subsidy, I go tell on my take. If there are no plans, then Nigerian lives are on the line, because no be small thing. Person, if you see waiting they happen for street now, even to work, people know if you work because you go eat before you go even begin the work. You talk say you won't come out from your place where they pay 200 naira before. No be double now, 3 times, 4 times now you go pay. If you go buy things from markets, it don't affect them. Again, even people where we say they call themselves trader, we talk say no consign them. You go consign on her, because now you go see how much you go pay for duty. You will talk say in a motor you be high class, you dey ride your motor. I know say if na 15,000 they take fill your tank, now na 45,000 naira times. So, but before we go, make we hear waiting even the labor unions talk. How they take talk am, make we just pay attention. Make we listen.
It's communicated to you as the outcome of the meeting. You know, as far as labor is concerned, we didn't have a consensus in this meeting. Is that okay?
Are you still going to stand on the fact that they should actually go back to status quo? That's the principle of negotiation. You don't put the partner, you don't ask him to negotiate under gunpoint.
What are the prayers of the NLC?
The prayers of NLC is that we go back to status quo, negotiate, think of alternatives, and all the effects and how to manage the effects this action is going to have on the people. If it is an action that must take off.
Does it mean restoration of subsidy?
Well, the subsidy provision has been made up to the end of June. And before then, conscious people, labor, management, government should be able to think of what will happen at the end of June. You don't start it before the time.
Okay, as we don't see labor union don't talk say they no fit negotiate for gunpoint. Una go use on our own mind, take understand what they mean by that, because then go down discuss. And then go down the plans where then they show them no fit work. Okay, Dr. Etel, your man they don't win.
Atlas Glaze, I'm just watching one of the people chatting live now. Atlas Glaze said, I was thinking that Peter Obi, the president, is supporting your channel. The name says Obidati, which is why we feel Peter Obi has this channel on payroll. I am happy to inform you and to inform all our audience that Obidati Family TV is a self-funding channel. I, as a person, has given my own support. Peter Obi is a man who says, I know they give shishi. He is a voter, and we are all voters. And we gather together. Obidati movement are people who are bringing their expertise, their commitment, their time, their energy, and their resources. If we begin to bother Peter Obi with sponsoring every initiative, he will run away from politics. But that is not the kind of man he is. And he is not funding this channel. We gave it Obidati Family TV because this TV is indeed championing the cause of the mandate of the people that Obi and Dati represents. I just want to bring it up now. Thank you.
I want to add that Peter Obi had also supported us. I don't want to take out that credit from him. He had also supported us, and he has sent people to come to our studio, and he has been on our shows through Zoom. You understand? So he is a grand patron, patron of Obidati Family TV.
No, what I'm saying is, in this place, it says, has this channel on payroll. When you have someone on payroll, it's like there is a periodic and a structured funding.
No, okay, now I understand where I'm coming.
A periodic and structured. If it is in this part of the world where I'm living, it's like there is a direct debit or standing order, whereby at the end of a certain period, that person's account is debited and your own account is credited. Yes, once in a while, just like all the people who are here who are supporting £1, £2, that does not mean that they have us on their they have this channel on their payroll. And me that is talking here, I am not getting anything from Obidati Family TV. The only thing I am getting is informing you as an analyst. I, as a person, am actually supporting Obidati Family TV to keep it running.
So many people are supporting Obidati Family TV that makes it running, that wishes not to be mentioned. Yes. But for the person who has made the comment, I just want to inform you that Peter Obi is our grand patron and is also supporting us like others, but not on a payroll basis. So we are funded and we are supported by the support coming out from the obedient movement. Whoever feels we are doing something good and we are keeping the hope alive and also bringing the truth from what happened on the 25th of February to light, then they support us. So that is what we depend on. Thank you very much, Dr. Etel. Thank you, our viewers all over the world. Today has been, we have so many people who are calling in. I'm so sorry that we keep rejecting your calls. It's just not, I don't know, the time is always not enough. Maybe next weekend, maybe we extend the timing so that we'll have some people call and express themselves. So I'm so sorry for so many people who had called in and we had to reject your calls. I'm entirely too sorry about that. So for now, we'll have to go. So please like, share, and enjoy your weekend. And we'll meet again on Monday. And then we'll be live in court and show you the transcripts and the evidences that will bamboozle them with. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice weekend.